I have to compressed air this dreadnought. It's got a lot of dust on it. I've been slacking with Leviathan. I was gonna paint some blade guard today, maybe. Then I thought, like, ah, shit. Leviathan. Hello, can you hear me okay? How's everyone? What's good? Yes, you can hear me. Cool. Afternoon. How's the music? Louder or quieter? Tell me. I feel like I'm missing a light. I'm missing a light. Hold on. We're missing a light. I need one more light in here. Dun dun dun. We have light. Getting ready for work. Nice. I got like 2 hours of kid-free time, so I thought, what better use of time than to get a bit of painting done, huh? What? There is no better use. That's the answer. So this is like a... Oh god, this guy's a mess, isn't he? Alright. Let's just start with like getting a bunch of metal paint on him. I've still got no painted Terminators from Leviathan. Yeah, me too, man. I'm still finishing a Firstborn squad. You don't hear the music at all? You're lying to me. Every time I turn the music up, people tell me it's too loud. How about that? Too loud? I really wish I could play some non-royalty free music, man. Cause I was actually just listening to Rammstein. I don't really know why. It's a Saturday afternoon. I'm kind of a heavy metal person, so I was just listening to like Rammstein. It was like, normally I guess when people say Rammstein they mean Du Hast. It wasn't Du Hast. I don't even know what the name of the song is. It's off one of their old albums, like from 20 years ago. It was like 100 beats per minute, and I was like, man, that's the sort of motivational painting music. You know when you're like working out in the gym or something, and you're struggling, and you need like friggin', I need like fast-paced 100 beats per minute nonsense. So yeah, I was enjoying my Rammstein, and then I come on here and have to put on. Do you think our original Death Company Dreadnought might be okay when merged with the Bastion Task Force? I don't know what I think about the new detachments, man. I feel like until we see more about them, I have no... I mean, I'm going to cover it all as soon as we get rules, right? So I guess we're in a weird You know, like the video I did this weekend, or yesterday, the tactics video, is a bit of a weird tactics video, right? Because it's like, there's literally no point doing tactics videos on 10th edition now, because there's like, in a month's time, no one's going to give a shit about them. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be good. I guess my answer is, I'll probably make videos and everything, right? Because like, if you look back, I basically make one video a week. So there must be close to, what, 150 tactics videos for 10th edition? I'll make the same for 11th, right? I'll cover every detachment we can possibly play, probably. I'll do tier lists. I'll do strategies, I'll do scorings, you know, like, I'll cover it all, man. It'll be nice to have something new to work with, because I honestly think for like the last 6 months, maybe, 10th edition has kind of felt a little bit flat to me. Like, I don't know if I've just necessarily been done with 10th edition, but like the balance of 10th edition has been a bit crazy, with the Catan sort of like absolutely dominating, and I have Catan in my current meta, and I just feel like they're no fun to play against, man. Like, they're just, those Star Shatter, they just beat me over and over and over. It doesn't, I don't know, I don't think, I think they have a horrible power creep thing towards the end of editions, Games Workshop, and they don't deal with that correctly. You enjoyed the retrospective video. Thanks for watching the retrospective. I kind of had a bit of fun making it, honestly. it was a good study of like what 10th edition has really been like, right? Because 10th edition hasn't been all sailing and roses for Blood Angels. In fact, there's been quite a few times where 10th edition has been a bit of a mess for us. So yeah, no, I enjoyed making the video. Thanks for watching it, dude. It's fun to do something different once in a while as well, though. So I mean, I had fun making it. Whether or not people watched it is another thing, right? Burger Lords. I've been playing exclusively Angelic Inheritors recently, and I'm not sure about my Lancer. From your experience, what tanks did you enjoy in Inheritors? I enjoyed Vindicator tanks. I think the Vindicator tanks were they were like the accepted best choice for that detachment. That detachment doesn't deal well with high toughness enemies. Right? Because like you have one stratagem to get +1 to wound in melee. So most of the time you're charging in melee, you're not hitting that. Like you're in strength like 7 or 8, maybe less, right? I mean, your Assault Intercessors will be hitting or only strength 4. I think your Sangre Guard will be only strength 6. So like quite often when you're playing in Angelic Inheritors, your wound rolls feel really rubbish. At least that was my experience. Like quite often it was like, oh, I have to wound a big demon. Well, I'm only wounding you on 5s. Yes, I reroll 1s, but when I'm only wounding you on 5s, it's probably not enough, right? So yeah, for me personally, it was definitely Vindicator tanks. Really played them a lot in Inheritors. I'm trying to think of a good Inheritors list that I had without the Vindicator tanks, but I think I mentioned that yesterday in my video as well, right? Like, I actually kind of think that the Vindicator tanks have not been good for 10th edition. And what I mean by not being good is like, well, this week I played a Redemptor Dreadnought for the first time in like, definitely the first time this year, possibly the first time in like 18 months. And like the Redemptor Dreadnought, like, it tried to shoot, it completely failed. And it's more expensive than a Vindicator tank. So it's like, why is this Dreadnought more expensive than a Vindicator tank when the Vindicator's tank shooting is so much more reliable? Like, Vindicator tanks have just probably been too good this edition. I feel like that's the bottom line. Like, and I kind of touched on it where I was like, I don't think it's a good thing for the game if there's just one tank that's obviously always the best choice. And that's what it is for Space Marines. Like, you go and look at the tournament winning lists of Ultramarines, it'll be like 2 Vindicator tanks. You'll get tournament winning lists of Blood Angels, it's like 2 Vindicator tanks. It's like, cool, I get the Vindicator tank's a good tank, but do you think we could maybe buff one of the other tanks to be competitive or similar or good? You know, like if there's only one option, it kind of for me it makes the game a bit stale, right? Like there's 100 units in the Codex. Maybe not 100, but there's a lot, right? So yeah, the Vindicator tank is probably my go-to. If I was going to build Angelic Inheritors, I think I've done a video on that, right? Where it was like the auto includes for Angelic Inheritors, and I think I said the auto includes for that detachment are Vindicator tanks and Plasma Inceptors. Like you need both. I mean, I'm sure you can build a list without both. But if you're if you're wanting to just get stuck in at the highest level, you're gonna do best if you have Vindicator tanks and like I think I recommended 6 Plasma Inceptors. Having no damage to D3 attacks is a real problem for Marines. Yeah, it's a huge problem for us, especially in melee. I actually think we shouldn't really have like think of the Catan this way, right? The Catan have a -1 damage aura, so that's half damage against 50%, and then they have a feel no pain of 5 up, right? So against 1 damage or 2 damage, it's worse against 2 damage weapons. Against 2 damage weapons, Catan are a 66% damage reduction. So like every failed save that would normally do 2 damage would essentially do 0.66 of a damage, right? Because they're halving the damage and then they're feel no paining a third. And I just think that's like, honestly, I think it's a bit of a broken mechanic. Like, we shouldn't have a unit that can reduce damage done by 66% against a whole army, right? Like, imagine if your Space Marines had, like, imagine if your tanks, cool, like, the Land Raiders, 66% damage reduction. Can you imagine everybody would have tons of Land Raiders? They'd be like, oh my god, Land Raider's the best thing ever, 66% damage reduction. That's just an insane number. Like, nothing should have that number. How are you going to balance a game if you're going to give some armies 66% damage reduction against another army? Like, balance kind of goes out the window at that point, in my opinion. But I'm not the rules writer, right? I just give you my 2 cents. So yeah, today's plan is to get some paint on this fucking Leviathan Dreadnought. No, it's not even a Leviathan Dreadnought. It's a Ballistus Dreadnought, because it's too friggin' old to have no paint on it. I mean, it's got paint, but like it needs a lot of work. So I've got a couple hours without the kids, so I thought I would do that and come talk to you lovely people. That Necron hero with a 4-up and 4-up Feel No Pain. Yeah, and then some of those Necron heroes for like 1 CP can revive, right? It's pretty crazy. That Negrosaur guy, I believe, can revive, and he's like, because they're going to revive infantry. It's I don't know. Necrons seem to me like they are in a very, very strong place, and I honestly feel like I hate playing against them. I don't think it's fun to play against them. And I think if it's not fun to play against an army, then there's something inherently broken with the game, because in general the game's fun to play, right? Because you feel like you've got a chance. But I mean, against Necrons, maybe occasionally you can win, but yeah, it just feels like the odds are so skewed against you. Do I prefer 3-man or 6-man Sangre Guard squads? I think they've both got uses, right? I think if I was playing Liberator Assault Group with a jump-heavy infantry list, I would probably have at least one squad of 6. But I understand why the 3-man squads are very meta and very picked. If you were playing... Oh, sorry, if you were playing Angelic Inheritors, would you do a 3 or 6 with Dante? No. Because Dante isn't good in Angelic Inheritors, and the reason I think he's not good is because he doesn't give you any extra strength. You don't need his +1 to hit. Extra strength from the captain on the charge is much more meaningful in Angelic Inheritors, because I think that puts you on strength 7, which is a really important breakpoint, whereas Dante doesn't get you on strength 7. So, and the reason 7 is an important breakpoint is because 7 is the number you need to get wounding like big nasty things on 4s, right? So yeah, I don't rate Dante in Angelic Inheritors. I think if I was playing Angelic Inheritors, I would just flat out not include Dante in my list. I kind of think he's expensive for Liberator Assault Group, but like I might include him in lag, because he does get a lot of attacks in lag, and I mean he occasionally can pop off and like kill a whole squad by himself, right? But yeah, I think I played against Knights in a tournament when I had Dante in Angelic Inheritors, and then after that I was like, man, I don't like Dante in Angelic Inheritors. I also don't like Blade Guard in Angelic Inheritors. I just think Strength 5 Blade Guard are kind of underwhelming. Like Strength 7 Blade Guard, usually pretty good. Strength 5 Blade Guard, hard to get excited about them. You know, like, you need your Blade Guard and your Sangre Guard to be killing units, and if they're hitting them on low strength, then their chances of killing them obviously drop astronomically. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with Necrons in the new edition, right? Like, they're just gonna be still bunkers broken. I guess we'll see. We'll know, won't we? But yeah, I think that there's a few of those Necron detachments that to me need a bit of a rework. Like, I do wonder if it's just like those detachments came out at the end of the codex, and there's that whole thing that like once the codex is, or once the edition is old, the codexes just get a bit of a silly codex creep state, I guess. Like, that's definitely a thing that happens. But yeah, I've been watching Valrak a tiny bit to try and keep my head in the game with the rumors and the pre-order dates and stuff like that. And he was kind of saying that he thinks pre-order is the end of the month now. And then they were spitballing if it's 2 or 3 weeks. I think historically it's been 2, but it could be 3. So you'll probably be able to pre-order 11th edition at the end of the month. The rumor is it's going to be 185 US. Sorry, not US. You wish it was 185 US. 185 UK. So I'm guessing in US that's going to be 250 maybe. It's going to be a pretty expensive box. I guess combined with the fact that the whole world is having issues right now, right? People are... the canal is closed, we can't get supply, petrol is expensive, transportation costs are expensive. So it's going to be an expensive box. Necrons also have the ability to heal wounds, you're right. Yeah, it just feels like Necrons have all the rules. It's a bit like when we used to play against the Death Shroud, and it was like Death Shroud have sustained hits and lethal hits, and I think they have Lance as well. I don't even know why Death Shroud need Lance with sustained and lethal, but they have it, you know? So, well, you know, starting with a bunch of Lead Belcher on this Dreadnought. This is my Ballistus Dreadnought that's pseudo-painted like Death Company. Just for reasons, I guess. Because sometimes when you've painted a bunch of red dreadnoughts, you need a change. The lance comes from the Lord of Contagion. Yeah, okay, I mean, I guess the Death Shroud don't have all the rules, but when you attach the characters to them, then they have all the rules, right? Why you need a melee unit with lethals, lance, and sustained. Like, at that point, I feel like they should have just balanced them better, right? Like, you're basically giving them... You're stacking so many rules on them. Would you not have just been better giving them a higher chance to hit or a higher strength value? You know, it's just crazy what you were stacking on them. It's not inherent to the Death Shroud. No, I get that. I just think it's a bit silly how much stacking you can do on top of them, right? You could basically stack them to the point where, like, you have all the rules you could possibly ever need. But yeah, so I don't even know when I built this Dreadnought. It must have been right... It was one of the first models I think I built this edition. So, good to jump back and try and somewhat get them finished, or at least get a bit closer to being finished. I don't really know what I'm trying to get finished before the new edition. I'm worried about what's going to go to Legends. They're expensive but mental. Yeah, but I mean, I think when they gave them 4 wounds a model, it was actually kind of offset that, man. Death Shroud and 4 wounds a model are serious. Hello, Harry. I don't know, I've been on for maybe 20 minutes? Something like that, just chilling. The wife was arranging a play date for the kids, and she's like, we're going round to someone's to play. And my first question was to her was, do I have to come? And then she replied and said, no, but can I go to the gym tonight? And I was like, you've got yourself a deal. So I get peace in the house this afternoon. And then I suppose I get, like, once I get my kids to bed, I get peace in the evening as well, because, well, assuming that the kids go to sleep, because my wife will be at the gym. So happy days. I was in the gym on Thursday, man, and I friggin' hit a wall in the gym. You ever do that when you're exercising and just feel like it wasn't that I couldn't lift the weight that I was lifting, because it was like the first 4 or 5 exercises I did, I like hit PBs on all of them. But then, like, on exercise 7 or something, I was just like, oh my god, I'm just beat. I just have completely run out of energy in the tank. But I've been dieting now for like 4.5 months-ish. So I think probably just the long-term diet meant that when I was in the gym, I just ran out of energy. I am painting a Ballistus Dreadnought who is indeed painted black. Why he's painted black, nobody knows. He can't be a Death Company Dreadnought because he's got big guns. I mean, to be fair, when I started him, the Death Company Dreadnought hadn't been made as a Primaris model. Plus, I've got a lot of red Redemptor Dreadnoughts. So this was just a way to keep things a little bit more fresh, I guess. And then my friend Colin, who plays on the channel, he kindly donated me. I think this is a Keeper of Secrets. Is that Keeper of Secrets? No, Keeper of Secrets is Slaanesh. I believe this is Tzeentch. So this is a head. I think this might be off like Kairos Fateweaver. So this is like the head of one of those big greater demons of Tzeentch. I think it's Kairos Fateweaver. Lord of Change, that's probably it. It's either the Lord of Change or Kairos Fateweaver, or maybe that model makes both. So he had a spare head, and I was like, yes, please, give me that, and I'm going to amputate it, and I'm going to put it on my base. So I don't really know how I'm going to paint that. It's probably going to be the last thing I do, because I never paint Xenos, and I never paint Heretics. So I just, at the moment, I've just hit it with texture paint. So I'll come back to it towards the end of the paint job. That kit makes both. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry, I don't know why I thought it was the Lord of... God, I get confused. No, I don't know why I thought it was the Keeper of Secrets. It is the Lord of Change. Excuse me. I see Big Demon, I kill Big Demon. I don't ask names. You know? Something like that, anyway. Usually when I play against one of those lists where it's like they've got all like the greater demons, like I don't know if I have a great strategy for playing that. You're playing a Bloodthirster, you're playing like the Lord of Change, you're playing a Great Unclean One, you're usually playing against Shalaxi. It's like you just have a crap load of greater demons. I just hit them all, right? Kill all the things, that's my strategy. Because we aren't a heretic, exactly. Because we support the Empire. There's a new Blood Angels book coming out, though. You guys see that? It's like it's a bit of a weird hybrid where it's like the book is like half Sisters of Battle, half Blood Angels. And it's on Armageddon. It's actually written by an author that I don't know. I don't read a crap ton of like 40k lore. I read occasionally 40k lore, I feel like. I mean, I just don't read a crap ton in general, man. I probably read one book a year if I'm lucky. Occasionally I get into it for a little while, read a book. Maybe last year I read like 2 books, but like reading books is not a huge pastime of mine in general, not just 40k books. I kit bashed the new Inquisitor from an AOS Griffstalker and Votan bits. Since he's Ordo Xenos, made a rifle barrel from a Lascani. Looks like he's overcompensating, but but he is a member of the Inquisition. Good for you, man. I think that's one of the things that I like the most about this hobby, was like the ability to customize and you know, show flavor in your work, so to speak. And like, I kind of dislike this whole monopose nature, no customization on weapon options. I'm very much an old school type person when it comes to that. I liked all the customization. I liked the intricacies. I liked seeing people's unique models. So if you've customized your own Xenos, one, you'll have saved yourself money because each model costs like $30. But No, good for you, man. It's I think when we eventually lose the ability to customize at all, the game will be worse for it. Audiobooks are now my go-to. Oh, good morning, Bearded Coyote. Do you know, I do have some audiobooks, and I try sometimes to, because I have a half an hour walk to work each day. Is it a Death Company Ballistus? Yes, it is. How will he melee? He'll step on them. I mean, it's just a paint job, right? It's not necessarily a Death Company Ballistus, it's just a paint job. I was actually thinking of doing a gold dreadnought, just because I've done like a few black ones now, and I've done a gold one. Sorry, I've done a bunch of red ones, and I've done a bunch of black ones now. So I was thinking like maybe I'll just do like a sanguinary dreadnought. I don't know what we're calling it if it's gold, but I guess my point is like just to keep things fresh, just to keep going with different ideas. When's the new book was supposed to release? I don't know. It was posted about Warhammer Community this week, man. I think it might even just be called Armageddon. I'm not sure. It's got a picture of a Blood Angel and it's got a picture of a Sister of Battle on the cover. So if you go over to Warhammer Community, I mean, you can't miss it. It's right there. I think it's probably releasing with the new edition, I imagine, because it's a book about Armageddon, right? And it mentioned a Blood Angel's character that we haven't really heard of, or at least I hadn't heard of by name. My next one will be gold. Yeah, do you know what I need to do? I'm going to do a gold one. You've sold me on it. No, I kind of wanted to do a gold one anyway. I was half thinking of doing this one, but I think it's just gonna be too difficult to hide on the battlefield, honestly. And I guess our dreadnought can't have wings anymore, annoyingly. That shows you my back. I'm too fucking slow at painting. I used to be, before I had this channel and before I had kids, I used to paint like every day. I used to finish models every day. Good times. Now I'm just shit. But then I didn't go to the gym, or I was generally much more unhealthy. So I mean, I guess is what it is. Priorities in life, I guess. I'm getting older. I've got to take better care of myself. Once my kids get a bit older, I'll put them to work. You think it'll be 6 months, 4 to 6 months? Yeah, so I've got like a half an hour walk each day to work, and I always sort of intend to listen to audiobooks on my walk, but then I very rarely do. I think sometimes when I'm walking to work, I'm too zoned out, or I'm like too tired, or I'm not fully awake, so I feel like if I listen to them, I just forget. So then I don't bother. I was doing this thing on my walk to work where I was trying to learn another language, and I mean, it was sort of working. But at the same time, like, I did feel like sometimes I'm just too tired, and I'm like, or I'm just zoned out, and I'm like, I'm listening to these books about language, and I'm just not taking it in, I guess. Time for the daily 9 to 5. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I feel like I could get. I mean, the plus side of the new edition box, I suppose, is there's not too much stuff I need to rush out and get painted, right? Because most of it we've already got. Someone was saying that they thought that the new Vanguard vets might actually get an invuln save. I don't know if I believe him, but I was, like, they wouldn't have been saying it. They wouldn't have been saying it if they didn't thought it was true. Someone was saying that apparently on the stream, the live stream that they did of unboxing Armageddon, you could see the Vanguard Vets data sheet, and apparently you could see that it had an invuln save. I don't know if I believe it. I certainly didn't see it. So what are you up to anyway? Saturday morning, Bearded Coyote. Must be like, you're in New Zealand, right? It must be like 5 AM. No? Or you haven't gone to sleep yet? I mean, that's possible. But yeah, I should probably try and like commit and finish something before the new edition comes out. So maybe the thing I should finish is this Dreadnought. Because I do feel like I used Ballistic Dreadnoughts like a decent amount in this edition. Like they are a decent unit for Space Marines. They do have the Crux Terminatus. That's what I was thinking with the Crux Terminatus. Because, I mean, this is many years ago. Oh, you're in Southern USA. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were New Zealand, man. Why did I get confused? What state are you in? You don't have to answer. That's a weird question to ask. I only ask because my dad used to have a house in America for like a decade. And it was in the south. Of course, because we live in Scotland, his house was in Florida. Kissimmee, to be precise. And my God, I love the south of America. Like, Scotland sucks for weather, dude. Anyone that tells you Scotland is good for weather is full of shit. You know, it's like, what, the 10th of May? We haven't even got summer yet. And our summer, like, it ends probably, like, the end of August. So at absolute best, we're getting, like, 10 weeks of summer. Absolute best. And, like, today I was out this morning. Yeah, the sun's out, but it's still single digits temperature. And I guess in America you do Fahrenheit. Good morning, Antonius. What is 8 degrees? It feels like 5 degrees centigrade. 5 degrees centigrade. Yeah, in Fahrenheit. I don't want an equation, I just want you to tell me the fucking number. So it felt like this morning outside in the sun, it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, if anyone ever tells you Scotland has good weather, they're full of shit. Honestly, the weather, man, it sucks. I don't know why my ancestors decided to live here. Like I was out this morning to my kids' football lessons. And like, I didn't know what to wear. Because I was like, well, it looks sunny. But it's cold as balls. And yeah, so I when my dad had that house in Florida, man, that was the best shit ever. We used to come there for like a month. And be like, goodbye, shit-o Scotland weather. Hello, Florida. It's not Fahrenheit, it's freedom units. Man, you guys are crazy. Come on. Freedom units. Hey, I'm Scottish, dude. We just had an election where our election, our parliament has 129 seats. 73 of them were voted by pro-independence candidates. We're trying to get our fucking independence from England. We can't get it. So 73 of our parliament of 129, which is more than half, because I think a half is, I think they said it was 67 seats for a majority. So more than half of our parliament are independence candidates, but we can't get independence because of like the bonkers rules that England has over us, where like we're not allowed to just vote on independence. We have to ask their permission and they can veto it. I don't even understand how that is a thing, because it's like, how does another country get a veto on whether we're allowed to be independent or not? So yeah, I join you right there. I want fucking Scotland freedom units, but we can't get them. I voted for independence like 3 times in the last decade. We keep winning, but we're still fucking part of England. Like, what's going on? So yeah, maybe me making fun of your freedom bucks is just, yeah, we had a vote in 2014 and it was super fucking close. I think it was like, there was a couple of percentage points, and they keep doing polls and they keep trying. But yeah, I would rather be independent. I don't understand why we let another country rule us. I don't think the other country makes the best decisions for us. So why don't we try, like, can't be any worse doing it ourselves, right? But no, I mean, I guess Scottish people keep voting to stay. So, yeah, okay, I understand your freedom bucks. We just don't have any. So don't get upset if I make fun of your freedom bucks. Weather, it's about 20 degrees centigrade in Michigan right now, and the weather sucks here half the year too. Yeah, okay. Oh, 20 degrees is nice though. It was so cold this morning, man, at the football. You know how, like, if you ever go watch your kids play sports, like, some people just, like, stand still and watch from the touchline? I was like marching back and forth just to honestly have my circulation going, because I was like, it is too fucking cold for me to be standing still outside it for like an hour, and then I have to take one of the kids home and then go get the other one and stand outside it for another hour, and my nose was running because it was so cold. And I was like, yeah, I'm not standing still, I'm just walking back and forth here because it's freezing. Didn't you have a whole war about independence with Mel Gibson? Yeah, I mean, definitely Mel Gibson with his... I don't even think Mel Gibson tried to put on a Scottish accent in that movie, dude. And that movie is so full of historical accuracies, it's not even funny. The big battle in that movie was actually, in real life, was called the Battle of Stirling Bridge. And there was no bridge in the movie. The bridge is just absent. It's just a battle, right? Like, the whole idea of there being a bridge, there is no bridge. It's like, you know, in The Matrix when he's like, the spoon is alive. God, I missed East Coast Florida. Yeah, man. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I loved living in Florida, even if it was for a very short period of my life. It was the best. And also, I love IHOP. Can you blame me? Like, I feel like IHOP in it would have been the late 90s, early 2000s. I feel like IHOP was peak at that point. Like, you just went in and you probably paid like... Because in America, you used to be able to get like a buffet for like $8, right? So I'm imagining in IHOP, you paid like under $5 and you just got like a stack of 10 pancakes and just had all the syrup. So much syrup that your blood has now become sugar, right? It was the best. Hampton, Virginia is 66 freedom degrees. Oh, we got a real freedom thing going on here. Booyah! Here we go. Everybody's on the freedom boat this morning. But yeah, so Scotland won the election. 73 of 129 MPs are pro-independence, and I'm pretty sure you could vote on the fact that, or you could bet on the fact that we will not be independent in the next 5 years, because they keep trying and they keep failing. I am early today. I've got a free house, and I was trying to figure out what to paint, and then I realised that I still haven't painted all of Leviathan. In fact, I haven't even made all of Leviathan, because I haven't made all those Terminators. I don't know why. You're an honorary American with with that IHOP opinion. Yeah, thank you. Dude, that's kind of you to say. Thank you. I actually have. Oh, dude, hold on. I gotta show you. Look, I'll have to put my finger over some of it. Maybe just like the date of birth or something. I'll hide something. But look, there's my Florida ID. Look at that photo. there's 14-year-old John, I think. The Sunshine State identification card. Many years ago. So yeah, I even have the honorary ID to prove it. What year was that? That was issued 10/10/0, expires the 30th September 2005. Apparently I was 5'7" back then. Yeah. Would not have guessed that. So yeah, that's me. The reason I had one of those was because you got, if you stayed in Florida for long enough each year, you could get an ID, and the ID gave you those, like, what do you call it? Annual passes at Disneyland, right? So you could go all the time, and it was way cheaper than buying tickets. If they let OnlyFans work girls get visa, I'm sure they'll let you get one as well. Yeah, I mean that's expired over 21 years ago, so I'd need a new one. But I appreciate the fact that you think that's very kind. My daughter's football last weekend, it was 10 degrees centigrade in the afternoon. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst, I guess. I'm ready for us. Like, we're not going anywhere this summer, really. But I'm ready for a summer. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to Florida at some point, man. I'm gonna enjoy the friggin' summer. Scotland voted to stay in. Well, some of us voted to stay in, I guess. Maybe they won't vote to stay in now because of reform, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I feel like IHOP in the 90s was like was peak. The other thing that I was going to say is Waffle House used to be pretty good in the 90s. I feel like Wendy's as well was pretty good back then. Morning, Phil. Hello to you at work. I hope you're having a good day. Don't work too hard, Phil. But yeah, so we're probably, what, 3 weeks now out from pre-orders then? Maybe, well, they just announced pre-orders today. So yeah, it might even be 3 weeks today we're going to get pre-orders for 11th edition. And then it'll be a 2-week pre-order. So we could be playing 11th edition, or we could be getting the boxes almost 5 weeks today. It's Mother's Day this weekend in the US. It's weird how, I always think it's weird how like Mother's Days and Father's Days are different dates in different countries. I would have thought that would have been more uniform, but apparently it's not. Because Mother's Day in Scotland was like March sometime. I never finished painting the standalone the Fiverr Sterngard box that came out with 10th. Dude, I haven't finished a crap load of the 10th stuff, Tobias. That's where we're at right now. That's why I'm painting this Dreadnought. I've used this Dreadnought. I've won tournaments with this Dreadnought and he's not painted. I mean, he's battle ready, but obviously he's not anywhere close to finished, right? I was trying to think, like, obviously we kind of know the models in the new box, so I was trying to think to myself, am I going to do like a giant stream where I just make everything in the new box in a one-er? But then I was like, am I gonna really commit to making more intercessors? Because, like, why the fuck would I need more intercessors? I've got a whole drawer of intercessors, like probably 30 of them. And I never use more than like 5 of them in any list. So I was like, I'm gonna really make another 10 intercessors when I've got so much other stuff in my backlog, right? Because I'm really bad at, I suppose I'm not too bad at getting stuff ready to like a battle ready state. I'm pretty good at getting stuff battle ready, but I'm very bad at like actually finishing units, like actually going back and be like, right, let's get this unit 110% finished and get it varnished and get it put in the drawer. Convert the intercessors into Sterngard? I mean, I guess that's what I should do. How would you convert them? Just put more purity seals and shit on them. Yeah, I have a whole drawer of intercessors because I think I got them with like 8th edition. However many came with the 8th edition box set, it was probably like 10. And then I think for some stupid reason I bought another 10, I guess because they were the new model. And then over the years there's just been more and more intercessors piled up. And I've just made them and painted a bunch of them, so I'd be super surprised if I have less than 30 intercessors. So, like, do I need more? Paint the helmets gold? I suppose you could just do that, and then they're veterans. Alright, well, that's an interesting option. Before I came on stream today, I had no fucking idea what I was doing with them. I was like, because I was thinking it would be fun to try and do a stream where I just build everything out of the new box and see how long that takes. But then, I usually like to customize stuff, so I wasn't sure about that, because I don't always go back and buy the multi-part kits, you know? Like Outriders, for example, I never bought the multi-part kits from the Outriders, but I did customize the ones that came with the... I don't remember the box name that the Outriders came in now. Indomitus? That's the one. Once I get old bases for my new speeder... Yeah, that's a question, actually. Yeah, are you just gonna... Are you... In general, are people just gonna rebase their old land speeders? Because I've got 3 land speeders. And I was already annoyed when they made it that, you know, that land speeders are legends or whatever. So are we just going to buy bigger bases and stick our old land speeders on bigger bases? Is that the plan? Is that what people are doing? Because if people are doing it, then I don't feel too bad about doing it as well. Two Scoop says yes. Who else is doing that? I feel like that's the right call. But I want to hear who else is doing it. My regular opponent was cleaning house, and he's got a bunch of spare intercessors for you. My friend Andrew, who playing the stream, just gave me 5 more heavy intercessors that I guess he was cleaning house with, and I was like, dude, I don't even know if I need more heavy intercessors. He's like, well, I don't need them. So I was like, am I just gonna sell these heavy intercessors? Like, I don't know what I'm doing with them. I can't imagine there ever be a situation where I need to run 15 heavy intercessors. You threw your ugly speeders up on eBay 5 years ago? I find it very difficult to part with models that I spend a lot of time and effort and painting, right? Like, I've just found that super difficult. Like, all the models that have gone legends for me, I've got them in a display case. Maybe it's like a form of hope. What they call it, hopium, right? Where I'm like hoping that someday, somehow, in the multiverse, they'll be viable again. Good evening, CFT. How are you? If I said hello to everybody, if I didn't say hello to you and you're in the chat, M. Andrew says the most of the awful waffles around here are pretty good. Yeah. Man, I think I was going to say, I'm still dieting at the moment, and every single time we mention food in this chat now, my stomach's like rumbling a little bit, and it shouldn't be because I've just had lunch. But I feel like I've been having, you know, if you're on a diet for long term, you can have those like days where everything's going great, and then you can have days where everything is just trying its best to fuck with you. That's where I've been the last couple of days. Because I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I passed like I'm down 5 kilos. So I'm pretty pleased about that, to lose 5 kilos. But like, I weighed myself in the morning, down 5 kilos, feeling great. And then the whole day, can't think of anything but food. Food. Can't even concentrate at my desk. Food. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I've been dealing with that for like 3 days now. I'm holding on to Marneus Calgar plus the 2 Victrix Guard. I'm cradling them like a passing relative. Did you paint them, or have you still got them in the box? So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happier with my weight, but I'm pissed off at like how I'm doing mentally, I guess. I might do a 10-man fast attack squad data sheet with 6 outriders, 1 ATV, and 1 land speeder. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the old land speeders look against the new ones. Like, are you gonna like? Is it gonna look okay if we just? I really hope it is. I hope it's gonna look okay if we're just like, yeah, let's get these land speeders some bigger bases and use the old models. I mean, I'll get one of the new models in the new box for sure. But like, I would prefer to use the old ones if possible, rather than just essentially have to bin them, I guess. The new box is a Blood Angels bad joke. Only decals and any Blood Angels bits. No, I don't think there's any Blood Angels bits in the new box. It's not really a Blood Angels box though, is it? It's a starter box that anyone can use. And those starter boxes historically... Yeah, I mean, I guess they're in a bit of a weird spot. They're not... It is most definitely not a Blood Angels box. If that's what you're alluding to. It's not a Blood Angels box. It's a starter box. You know, be that what it may, but it is definitely not a Blood Angels box. The new Jump Captain is a massive upgrade. Yeah, I'm pleased with how the new Jump Captain looks, I must admit. When I saw him in the battle, like the live action trailer, I honestly thought it was Lamarta's. So he looks very cool. I think they've done a great job in his sculpt. I'm sure you can probably customize him a little bit without too much work to get him feeling more Blood Angels, right? Like, surely you've got a tilt shield or something you can give him. Have you ever had your hormone level checked? I've heard you say several times you feel like your mental is a little off. What do you mean by your mental is a little off? I did have, or probably still do have, a vitamin deficiency that I take vitamins for every day. Oh, and there's no dice in the box as well. Yeah, I mean, that's none of those little slappy rulers either. Like, where's the fun in that? Remember when you could hit your friends with those little red rulers that were like, they were fucking sore if they hit you, man. I still have one of the regular jump chaplains for Blood Angels on a sprue. So I'm going to probably try and use his backpack to do something cool with it. A little bit down low energy. Yeah, I mean, I have been a little bit down. There's no lying about that. I basically try and do too much. I know I try and do too much, right? Like I work a lot, and then I have the kids, and then I do a lot of YouTube stuff. So I think I don't always take enough time for myself. But I think that's just me, right? Like, there's not a magic pill that fixes that. That's just a problem in my own brain where I need to switch off a little bit more. But in general, my energy is actually very good. The low energy is probably from not sleeping because the kids are waking me up. But then, you know, like, when I actually go to the gym and actually, like, push hard to beat personal bests, like, this week I beat, like, 7 personal bests in the gym or something. So, like, no, my energy's good. I just need to switch off a little bit more, and I'm not the best at doing that. When Dawn of War, I'm a huge RTS, like, real-time strategy fan. When Dawn of War 4 comes out, I'm gonna, like, commit to playing that, like, a lot, I feel like. And hopefully play it on, like, the online multiplayer, like the competitive side. So I'll get a bit of a break when that comes out. I liked those old red rulers, they were really handy. But no, I think, no, I appreciate the concern, Mr. Mass Profect, but yeah, no, mentally I'm good, man. I'm just, I'm not the best at switching off, right? Like, if I have free time, I usually find something productive to do in that free time. I need to sometimes try and tell myself, don't always find a fucking job or something productive to do in your free time, right? Easier said than done. So over the last couple of weeks, I have tried to give myself a little bit more, like, you know, I've nothing on tonight, don't go and sit at the computer and code all night, you know. Maybe just, like, chill out and play Assassin's Creed for, like, an hour or something. I hadn't played Assassin's Creed in, like, a year or something. I sometimes worry why my energy is low, but then I realise I work 50 hours a week and have kids. But I mean, in general, it's a good idea to get yourself checked for you know, like I said, I had a vitamin deficiency. I think my vitamin deficiency is B12, which you get, I believe you get that from the sun, or you get some of it from iron, I don't know. But I think in Scotland it's actually a thing where, like, you can get vitamin deficiency because you don't get enough sun. What's been my favourite model to paint? Recently, I really like the new Mephiston. Like, I think he's one of my better painted models. I actually really like the new Dante as well. Anything more historical than that? I really liked the Terrax Siege Drill. You know that? I was so gutted that that went to Legends because I only just got it. And I thought it was such a cool model. And it had such a stupid melee profile. Like, it, you know, I can't remember, it was a D6 plus 6 damage and it got like 5 attacks or something. Like, it was so stupid. Maybe I like things that have stupid. Vitamin D is the sun. Yeah, I think I probably struggle a bit with vitamin D. I take vitamins every day. How do I feel about using AI for coding? Everyone seems to have the expectation that it super speeds up everything. I find it pretty annoying and zero fun. Well, I built an entire Windows app in like 2 weeks of evenings using AI for coding. I use Claude. Obviously I talk a lot about trying to work out now. I was like working out, I was recording all my workouts, and I was like, it would be nice if there was a way for me to log my workouts and see like historical data. You know, like, are my workouts getting better? Are my workouts getting worse? So, yeah, I mean, I used AI and I've built a system where, like, just me and my wife track our workouts. So how do I feel about it? I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't have had time to build that system myself, so it gave me something that wouldn't exist, right? I'll show you if you like. Workout. Let me see. So this is the workout tracker that I built using AI. And like, it just shows, like, so I can click into like my last workout. It'll show me all my exercises. If I scroll down, it will show me I did a personal best here, a personal best here. I can click on it. I can see my weight. I can see my volume. I can see the sets from the last workouts. I built these little ring things, same as like the Apple rings that shows like this week I got 4 personal bests. I hit 12 different muscle groups. I lifted 17,000 kilos, and you know, the fucked up thing, dude, was like that was like one prompt. Like, I fed it my workouts, the AI, just because I was wondering, like, I was just asking it some questions about my workouts, and it was like, I was on my phone as well. Like, I wasn't even at a computer. And it said, would you like me to build, what did it said something like, do you want me to build some graphs for that? And I was like, okay, sure. And in like 5 minutes, it kicked up 90% of that system. Like, I don't know, the AI future is crazy. Like, I built that on my phone in like 5 minutes. I feel like, personally, I need to learn AI because, well, I am historically a coder, and if everybody starts using it, they'll be able to code 5, 10, 15 times faster than me, and if I don't know what I'm doing, then do I still have a job, right? Like, that's a real thing that's going to happen. It's already happening. People are already losing their jobs and get replaced by AI. So yeah, how do I feel about it? It's fine. I know that some people are like crazy against it. I know that some people are, how do you learn how to use the correct prompts? I mean, trial and error, I guess. But, like, here's the thing. All the big tech companies are already using it. So, like, you know, I actually had somebody say to me, somebody messaged me yesterday on YouTube, because I used it for a couple of thumbnails. I even said in this week's video I used AI for this thumbnail, because I couldn't make a thumbnail with a roller coaster in it, so I used AI. And someone said to me, he was like, well, thanks, you know, like, I'm never going to watch you again because you used AI or something like that. And I'm like, sat there thinking, like, you think Apple and Google and Microsoft and all these big companies that are like harvesting your data all day, every day, you think they're not using AI? Like, you ever have a conversation with someone in your house in front of the Alexa, and then you go on Amazon.com and they're literally, you know, me and my wife been sat there talking about curtains. Like, we need, like, I broke the curtain in the bathroom and it's waking everybody up, right? Because the light's coming straight in the bathroom window, there's no curtain, everyone's getting woken up in the house super early. So me and my wife are having a conversation about curtains, like in the kitchen on the Alexa. I open up my Alexa app, and the first, I open up my Amazon account on my phone, and the thing on the screen is curtains. Literally the first thing there. It's just like, we think you'd like some new curtains. I was like, yeah, no shit, because the Alexa in the kitchen is listening to our whole damn conversation. How else would it know on like that random ass Tuesday? We haven't bought curtains in like 10 years, you know? Like, we've lived in this house 5 years, we've never bought curtains. How else did Alexa know to show me curtains on that exact day and time, you know? So it's like, yeah, I mean, you can try and stay away from it, but good luck, because big tech are already using it for everything, right? And if you think big tech are not using AI for everything, you are naive, because those companies care about nothing but money. And if there's anything that they, you know, if there's anything they can do to get more money out of you, they sure as fuck will do it, right? In some ways, I do really wonder if capitalism is the, you know, the world is obviously like, we live in a capitalist world, that is what we have, but like, yeah, you don't know what you're getting when you log into Blood Angels Commander stream. You get like, I don't even know what you get, right? The government is always watching, yeah, exactly. If not your government, then another government, right? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Amazon, Apple, Google, all these companies, they'll have giant fucking servers running AI, calculating every single probability. I think it won't be too long. If we all agree that AI is coming and there's nothing you can do about it, I think it won't be too long before, like, You know, when you go to subscribe to Netflix or whatever it is you subscribe to, Amazon Prime or Disney Plus or whatever subscription it may be, I think it won't be too long before they'll know. You know, like let's pick someone in the chat as the guinea pig, right? Mass Brofect. They'll know. They'll have data on Mass Brofect, and they'll be like, if we try and give him a month subscription to Amazon Prime for $9.99, he won't buy it because he doesn't like subscriptions that cost $10. But if we give him the subscription at $7, he'll think that's a good deal and he'll buy it. So I honestly think won't be too long before they can, you know, they'll know what you're willing to purchase. If they don't know now, it's friggin' coming. Those AI bots are getting insanity. Phil, have a nice day. Don't work too hard. AI pricing can fuck off. It should be illegal. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Who's controlling it? You know, nobody. That's the problem, man. But yeah, I think it won't be too long before, like, if they want to do that, that'll be an option. They'll know where people will bite, right? So anyway, yeah, how do I feel about AI coding? I feel like I have to do it, because if I don't do it, everybody else in my job / in my industry will be ahead of me and I'll be left behind. That's probably why I'm not like as anti-AI as other people might be, because it's like, well, I've seen up front how it works and I sort of understand what's going on under the hood, so you've been hearing about it in grocery stores. Oh, they're going to plug it into everything, man. Yeah. You know, like 20 years ago when those people were like trying to live off the grid and they didn't want anything to do with society and they like built a log cabin in the middle of nowhere, like maybe they were the clever ones and all of the rest of us were the dumb ones, right? Because at least no one's got their data. What if they design a little robot, an AI robot, that will paint your Warhammer models for you? Be like $500. You just buy the paints, you leave them on the desk, you give it a reference image, you leave the models set up on the desk, you go to work, you come home, they're all painted. I mean, I feel like that someone will put that on Kickstarter like 10 years from now. You should patent it. Walmart has started surge pricing. What is surge? What? Sorry, I don't know what surge pricing is. It's maybe just called something different over here in UK. Is that dynamic pricing nonsense? Oh, it's when all the people buy beans, it suddenly makes it more expensive. They do that on soccer tickets now, man. It's disgusting, honestly. I think I've seen Metallica every single time they came to Scotland, because they only come to Scotland like once every 5 years. It really is only once every 5 years as well, because I think I saw them in 2004, let's say like 2009, 2017, and then they're coming back now. So they only come to Scotland like once every, whatever you call it, 6-7 years or whatnot. The tickets last time they were here, they were dynamic pricing, and I couldn't get babysitting. Just when it landed, it was like difficult for me to get babysitting for my family, so I was like, so I have to take the kids with me. And like I was looking at the prices of tickets, and it was gonna be basically $1,000 to go to Metallica with my kids because of that dynamic pricing shit. And I was just like, well, I guess I'm not seeing them, right? Because it's like, that's, you know, at some point, like you have to, like you said, you have to draw a line in the sand and decide, like, I'm not spending this much money on such and such or whatever. So yeah, I've seen Metallica every time they've been in Scotland for like 20 years, but we're not going this time because dynamic pricing, I guess. I've had usage of it, I've had luck using it as a sounding board. Great for venturing to areas of software engineering that I haven't touched in school, or things I fall into behind on the cloud. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good way to use the AI, is to use it to teach yourself new skills or to navigate things that you've never done before. I used it to launch like a Windows Store app, right? Like I'd never done the whole pipeline of like launching an app on Windows Store. So I wanted to see like what the hurdles were. I don't even really know what I was wanting to see, all the hurdles. I mean, I guess partly to say that I'd done it, I guess, more than anything. And navigating the back end of the Windows Store, honestly, is a bloody nightmare. You think the front end of the Windows Store is bad? The back end is disgusting. So I navigated the back end of the Windows Store with the help of Claude and released a Windows Store app. It was a little app that I needed for myself, so I was making the app anyway. But releasing it on Windows Store was kind of cool, I guess. It was getting some downloads, like maybe 10 downloads a day, but I haven't really, you know, not really expecting much from it. But made it to test, to learn, I guess. In an ideal world, I would like to make a game, like a video game, but like the time investment needed to make a video game is more time than I have, basically. I'd have to have no responsibilities. Which Assassin's Creed are you playing? I'm still playing Valhalla, man. Miles behind. I'm like 150 hours into Valhalla. But I've been playing it for like 4 years, right? Like I said, I probably play it for an hour I play it for like an hour every couple of months. Like I only play it when like everybody else is out in my family and there's nothing doing, which doesn't happen all that often, I guess. I've enjoyed Valhalla though. Like a lot. Like I think it's been a great game. I'd highly recommend it. If you've got 150 hours, go for it. Good afternoon, The End. How you doing, buddy? Afternoon, Eternal Crusader. Hello, Foz. Oh, everyone's tuning in now. Busy afternoon. My little thing says, no, it didn't even update. No one's watching. Ah, that's annoying. Why did that not? We need to turn it on and off again. No. Where's the one that shows the damn counter? Fused alerts. I'm still in Odyssey. Oh, that's even before Valhalla. If they're all 150 hours, I don't blame you, man. I'm looking for... I know some people are super excited about... Total War, Warhammer 40,000. I'm more excited about Dawn of War. I'm sure Total War will be a good game. Like, I'm sure of it. Like, I've played the other Total War games. I'm sure it will be good. I just think that Dawn of War is probably more my jam, I guess. Yeah, I was going to do these little missiles white, actually. Hello, Adam. I always seem to do, like, Cyclone Missile Launcher missiles white. I think it's, like, the classic version. From many years ago. I'm hoping my PC will play the new Dawn of War fine. I don't actually know the system specs. I know that they were doing like an alpha, but I think the alpha was they had you sign an NDA or something, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to sign an NDA. So I thought I'd just wait until they do a non-NDA demo or something. But yeah, I think it was on Steam for like a... There was definitely some sort of test for Dawn of War 4. But yeah, I hope Dawn of War 4 has like the base building component, right? Because that was the best bit in Dawn of War. Like when you actually like... You were building the base, you were training the units, you know, and then you were fighting over... I think you were just destroying each other's bases. Like it was Dawn of War 2, it moved to like the control points, right? I mean, I suppose control points is a bit more like Warhammer. I built my PC in 2014. Yeah, dude, I only upgraded like a year ago. I'd had the same PC for like a decade as well. I get you. I always think it's better to spend a little bit more money and then keep the PC longer. But I was doing so much video editing, and my old PC was so painful on the video editing. It was taking like so long. I was like, oh man, I gotta upgrade. And then sometimes it would crash, and then you'd have to edit the whole video thing again. So I was just like, no, I've got to upgrade. Yeah, no, my PC's decent now. I think I've got 32 RAM, and I've got an SSD. I mean, I've got like a decent-ish Intel, so I'll be alright, I think. I saw that Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, was coming out as well. I think it's this week people were talking about it. Man, I'm excited about Mortal Kombat 2. Have I played God of War? Dude, I'm a huge God of War fan. Look, God of War. God of War. God of War. I actually hooked my PlayStation 3 up, like, over the Christmas holidays to play the old God of War games. Like, my PlayStation 3 is underneath my desk, right? So I hooked my PlayStation 3 up to play the old God of War games, and when I put my PlayStation 3 on, it said to me, you need to upgrade, or you need to update your system software, because it's, you know, like, it's I haven't put the PlayStation 3 on in like 10 years, and I was like, ah, sure, yeah, let me just update it. Apparently, and why they have this is the most dumbest thing ever. If your PlayStation 3 tries to update, and there's a broken component inside it, it will get stuck in an infinite loop and can never update. And apparently, old PlayStation 3s that have been left sitting around for a while, like mine was, sometimes the Bluetooth controller or sometimes the Wi-Fi controller will die. So on my old ass PlayStation 3, the Wi-Fi has died. Which doesn't really matter, because my PlayStation 3 can be plugged into a network port, right? So like, it's still got internet, it can still connect to Sony and download the update. But it can't install the update because the update tries to verify that all the components inside the PlayStation 3 are running. So I basically got my PlayStation down from the attic, hooked it up so I could play. It was working just fine. You know, like, I booted it up and I was ready to play, but when I booted it all up, it was like, do you want to update? I was like, oh yeah, sure. And pressing update there apparently has bricked my PlayStation 3. And like, the places that want to repair it, they want like $100, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, it'd be cheaper to just buy a new second-hand PlayStation 3. So so my plan of playing the old God of War games has like evaporated. But I was so annoyed because I was like, oh my god, like, who did, like, it's Sony's fault. Like, why does your upgrade need to check the Wi-Fi's working? I'm not using the fucking Wi-Fi chip. I'm plugged in via cable. I don't need Wi-Fi. So just do the update, you know? So that's annoying, right? But yeah, no, I really like the new God of War. I obviously like the old ones. I know that they're redoing some of the old ones as well. Or so yeah, I'm excited to replay some of the old games when they finally get around to doing that. I think they're bringing back the original God of War actor as well, and I fucking love. You remember at the start of God of War 2? I can't do his voice, obviously. But at the start of God of War 2, Kratos is like so angry because he was a god and they try and like backstab him and take his godliness away or something. And like, I just feel like you have a magic power that, like, that game's crazy for, like, your powers just blow up everyone on the screen, right? And I loved how angry he was, and I loved, like, he's just like, I am the God of War, and you're just blowing up everybody on the screen all the time. It's such a fun game. So yeah, I'm excited for the reboot, remake, whatever, I don't know what the fuck it's called. Dawn of War 3 was garbage. I bought Dawn of War 3, I think, in one of the Steam sales, and I don't think I ever really played it, but, like, I think the reason I never played it was because, you know, like, the reviews were coming in saying, like, it's not good. But here's the thing, I'm sure the developers that are making Dawn of War 4 know that Dawn of War 3 was not loved. Right? Because, like, people were going crazy for it was, like, the Dawn of War remaster. That came out recently, Dawn of War 1 remaster. Like, a lot of people bought that. Like, a lot of people were excited about it. I think it's got great reviews on Steam. So I'm pretty sure Dawn of War 4 is going to lean somewhat into the original, right? And not into 3. Because I don't think the critical reception for 3 was good at all. So I don't know why the developers would base the future on 3 if the critical reception... I think the first one was still the best, like the most critically received one, right? Like the first one won like Game of the Year and a few things like that. Whereas I don't think the other ones did very much. Could be wrong, but... Hoping I'm not. I'm hoping 4 is going to be hot. And I'm really hoping that it's going to have like online ladder play. You know, like you just pick a faction, you just jump in, quick match, and it's like ranked and stuff. I really hope they support that part of the game well, because I think that's the part that will give it like really good longevity. Yeah, I remember Dawn of War was all about squads and objectives and like capture points. Is that what you call them? It was basically flags. You had to go and stand on flags, right? But yeah, I don't think Dawn of War 2 was nearly as well received as Dawn of War 1. So I think if they're making a new game, surely they're basing it on the popular one, right? Like, I don't know why they would base it on a less popular one. I mean, they might, but that seems crazy. If you've got the popular one that everyone wants to play, surely you base your game on the popular one everyone wants to play. I think over time, game developers have got better at understanding that as well, right? Like, especially when you talk about these historic titles that have been gone for a few years, like Dawn of War. Like, when they come back, they're not coming back to... You know, you're coming back to something that's, like, at least had a lot of love and effort put into it. I must admit, I don't know if I played 2 enough to remember all the nuances of armor upgrades and stuff like that. I remember you could add units to squads, like in real time. But, yeah, I mean, Dawn of War 2 must be 20 years ago now at this point. Because I think 1 must have been... like 2003 or 2004? Was it as old as that? You feel like I might be talking too much sense? Well, maybe. Hopefully not, right? Basically, if it has a good online multiplayer with ranked play, I'm going to be on that. Probably more often than I should be, because I love a good RTS. I used to play a lot of StarCraft, love StarCraft. I've actually bought that StarCraft tabletop game. The new one that's just coming out, like... So at some point there'll probably be a game of it on the channel, because I bought it. Well, I didn't buy the whole thing. I bought the Protoss starter set. Dawn of War came out in 2009. That's later than I thought it was. Okay. I thought it was closer to 2006. So when did Dawn of War come out? I need a good solo campaign. Yeah, a campaign's nice, man. I feel like a nice storied solo campaign can be good. StarCraft was very good for that, right? Like, it had great multiplayer, and it had a really good, solid campaign. I think most people enjoyed the campaign in StarCraft. Alright, my counter finally updated in the top right. If you guys get 2 seconds today and you can leave a like on the stream, I'd appreciate it. I just need to pee because I've been sat here for like 2 hours, so I'll be back in a sec. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dawn of War 2 came out in 2004. Okay, yeah, you were messing with me. 2009. Yeah, I didn't think it was as late as that. What we got here for Dawn of War 4 anyway? We got a release date. No, there's still no release date. I know there was a new AdMech trailer. Well, it says it's got an epic campaign by John French. He's a 40k novelist. What does it say? Enjoy an endlessly replayable collection of game modes, including a return of fan favourite Last Stand, fight highly configurable AI battles and skirmisher, take on the world in 1v1 and 2v2, 3v3 multiplayer. Please, for the love of God, can we have a rank for this though? Because that's what I want. I want a rank. I want to know that I am getting better or worse. And I want to climb the leaderboard. That's what I want to see. I stuck too much. What was it you said? You said that you stuck too much time into Dota 2. Did you really? How many hours did you sink into Dota 2 CFT 3D? Come on, I want to know. How many hours in Dota 2? Tell me. I mean, to be fair, Dota 2 was a pretty cool game. They actually put Warhammer skins in it at one point. Do you remember that? They put like a skin for a Black Orc. I don't remember what the other Warhammer skins were, but there was definitely Warhammer skins in Dota 2. Come on, it's not that embarrassing. Tell us how many hours. Don't go all shy on me now. Don't know where one was 2004. All right, okay. Why did I pick up this? Oh, this card. It was upwards of 4K. Okay, I'll let you off. 4K is a decent amount of hours. They had Inquisition skin. I don't remember the Inquisition skin. I feel like they had a Black Orc skin for Axe, maybe? Because I feel like I played that. I also played Warhammer Online, man. I know that they have some private servers up for that game. I liked that game, Warhammer Online, the MMO. My guild was really actually quite good at that game, but I guess it didn't make enough money. It didn't compete with WoW or whatnot, and they shut it down. Sad times. Shogun, yeah, I'm doing well, man. I hope you're doing well as well. Good luck on your painting journey this afternoon. I've got some... I feel like I'm getting to the region where my kids are going to come home, and as soon as my kids are home, that probably means the end of my painting exploits, but... No, I really need them to have like a 1 versus 1 ranked mode. You can work out how many hours you've got in WoW, dude. Just type /played. It just flat out tells you in the game. I have a lot of hours in WoW. Good afternoon, Matthew. By the way, Matthew, you fucking ignored me. I messaged you, DM messaged you. Matthew won a friggin' RTT last weekend. I think it's his first RTT win with Blood Angels. He's like posting on his Facebook page that he's super excited about winning this tournament. So I messaged him. I was like, Matthew, congratulations. What's your list? He blanks me. Absolutely blanked me. Like, what the hell? I thought we were friends, man. Come on. I honestly do not remember where I've DM'd you, but I am convinced that I DM'd you somewhere. That's the problem. Like, do you remember back in the day you just had someone's phone number? It was simple. Well, that was it. Yeah, okay, you came second, but you won 3 in a row. Yeah, I mean, that's still good, man. If you go undefeated on any tournament, I'm taking that as a win. If you did not lose a game, that's a win. Second, nah, whatever. Just means that one of those other guys had an easier game than you. Look at it that way. It's all good. It's all good, man. I'm just messing with you. No worries. When you do get everything sorted, send me a list. I'd love to see it. I like to cover if members of the channel or people on here are winning events or doing cool shit or doing things different. I like to cover it. So I owe you one when you're ready. I don't think we've hardly covered Anvil Siege Force on this channel at all. So but no, I feel like I did reach. I'm convinced I messaged you. I just don't know where I messaged you on. That's the problem with that's what I'm trying to say. Modern, you've got Facebook Messenger, you've got WhatsApp, you've got text messages, you've got emails. I suppose it's easy to miss one. I always do this thing where like I read my emails on like a weekend and then think to myself, I need to reply to that on Monday, and then I fucking never do because I read my messages on the weekend and then my brain switches back off, you know? So I do this thing now where I try and leave emails unread to remind, like, or I read them and then I mark them as unread because otherwise I forget. You beat 6 Rogel Dorns, man. Oh my goodness, this is stuff of nightmares. It's like the Doom Hammers. I'm a bit worried about these new Death Company rules, I'm not going to lie to you. What is it? It's like Death Company can do an advance in charge if they take up to 4 mortal wounds. That sounds bonkers to me. Who's going to take 4 mortal wounds on their Death Company for advance in charge? And here's the thing. It's not even a 6-inch guaranteed charge. It's just I think it's just a D6. Maybe if it was the 6-inch guaranteed charge, I would go advance in charge. But a D6 advance in charge for 1 CP? Man, that sounds rough. That sounds yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that at all. Do you think we might get Librarian Dreadnought back in 11th edition? I would like to think that our Codex in 11th edition is better than our Codex in 10th edition. Our 10th edition Codex feels to me like it was absolute bare bones, right? So I feel like we're due something. I feel like things could be better. Would I like to see some of our classic characters return? Yeah, 100%. The other one that I feel like we would like to see return is Corbolo, right? Like a important named character who just disappeared, I guess, in 10th edition. With no real explanation why he's gone, he's just gone, right? So would I like to see some of our classic stuff come back? Yeah, you bet your ass I would. Bit of a weird... I was going to say, a bit of a weird time to be alive. Do you think Death Company models will be still made, or will they come from the upgrade sprue? I made a video about that like 18 months ago now, where it was like, why are there no Death Company models for sale on GamesWorkshop.com? You know, like, there's no boxes, you have to just buy Assault Intercessors and then buy upgrade sprues. It's super confusing, and it's probably even more confusing for new players. Like, I can't imagine that's a good experience. That'd be like walking into a car store and being like, hi, I'd like to buy a car today. And they go, well, hold on a minute. You can't buy the car with tires on it. And you're like, oh, okay. Can I buy the car without tires? Yeah, you can buy it without tires. But you also can't have a windshield. You know? I'm like, okay, so hold on a minute. I can buy the car, but I'm not allowed tires or a windshield. How do I get those? Well, they're in another box. And you have to buy multiple of those other boxes to get the pieces you need. Like, it's bonkers. It's absolute bonkers. So I feel like Blood Angels in such a weird, like, that's such a weird interaction. Like, I can't imagine any new player. You know, like, gone are the days of a new player walking into Games Workshop and buying Death Company, because they just don't exist. So if Death Company ever sold models because they look cool, well, they don't have that right now because they just flat out don't exist. There is no box that contains them. It's weird, right? Do I think that they should bring them back? Yeah, I think they should bring them back. I think they should have a second think about their weapon options when they bring them back, though, because the weapon options right now are so confusing as well. I'd kill for a jump character. Yeah, I mean, I think Corbolo should come back with a jump pack. I think he should be a jumping medic. And I think that could be one of the ways they could get round the balance issue, right? Like, if they felt the jumping medic was too good, well, Corbolo is a unique character, so you can only have one of them in your list. So make him good, but you only can have one of them, right? Because, I mean, I guess the problem with the jumping medic was you had people spamming, like, 3 units of Vanguard Vets with jump packs and Sanguinary Priests, which was maybe too much, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think it was Jack on Art of War was running 3 units of Vanguard veterans, all with jump priests, and he was just spamming 3. But then, here's the thing, the Codex is probably written a while before, so they probably already had planned to nerf that. Just didn't get nerfed, and, you know, sometimes things get nerfed, and then it's only afterwards you realise someone was using it. Howdy, Frank. What's happening, dude? I always appreciate you guys hanging out in the live streams. Sometimes they're a bit more chill. I think I'm at the point where like I'm starting to. Well, we're probably a month from 10th edition. Sorry, 11th edition now. So I'm kind of at a point where like I don't want to say I'm finding it a little bit hard to get excited anymore about 10th edition, but I feel like I'm just ready to play 11th. Does that make sense? Like, we know 11th's coming, just give me the rules and let me play already, right? What's the pre-order dates? So today is a Sunday, sorry, a Saturday, and pre-orders usually happen on the Saturday or the Sunday, right? I think it's usually Saturday. In the UK, it's in the morning. In America, I believe it's midnight. So I think pre-order date, there's a good chance it will be 3 weeks today, Matthew. And the rumour that I've heard is it's going to be a 2 or 3 week pre-order. I mean, this is all coming from Valrak. But, I mean, here's the thing with Valrak. He usually gets shit right. You know, when he says it's a pre-order or a rumour, he's usually right. You know, like, he's right. He's got like an 80%. Like, 80% of the time he gets right. So I think probably I'd assume that we can say that there's going to be pre-orders 3 weeks from now with a 2 or 3 week pre-order window. Because that's what he said. I caught one of his live streams the other night. You're going to take the 20 heavy intercessors. Well, I mean, it gives you a lot of OC for midboard. A lot of Gravis bodies as well, right? I don't mind heavy intercessors for Blood Angels, just don't run them all that often, I guess. Their durability is nice, though. Pre-order window will be like for 5-second tops. Well, I mean, the previous editions, the pre-order has been everybody who wants one gets one. So usually that just means that if you don't, let's say the pre-order opens at 9 AM, if you don't log in till 2 o'clock, you're just not going to get it for the first week because it'll probably sell out, and you still will get one, but you'll probably get it posted out to you like a week later. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I had that with, like, one of the last pre-orders where, like, I did pre-order it, but maybe I didn't pre-order it, like, absolutely first thing in the morning, and then mine ended up coming a week or 2 later, right? That's okay. I just want to roll dice and have fun. Yeah, I mean, sometimes tournaments are more... That's a better way of looking at tournaments, right? Right, well, I made a little bit of progress on these guns anyway. Don't know if I made enough progress on the body, but I made some progress on the guns today. Every day. Progress, progress, progress. Will I be able to get it through my discount retailer? In the UK, you can. I do not know about America. At least last time round, I got mine from Element Games. It was supposed to be $150. Element did one $119.99, and you got postage with it included, and then you can get element crystals, which gives you even more money off your next purchase. So that's nice. You know, it's always nice to get a little extra here. So, I mean, I'll be checking Element Games first, because I obviously can get discount with them. But yeah, I would, it might even be worth sending an email to your discount retailer once Games Workshop announce the pre-order. Just ask them straight up, like, is there any discount? Is there a... Or how many copies are they getting? Have a nice day, Dr. Kushla. Thanks for hanging out, dude. See, where else are purity seals hiding on this model? There's one back here. I can't wait to spam super chats on your 11th edition live leak broadcast. Dude, I can't wait for that either, man. That's very kind of you. I hope that... I don't know what's going to leak, though, right? Like... Previously, the Blood Angels Codex leaked, and it was actually good when that leaked, because I was nice and early on that one. My airbrush decided to throw up on my dread. That sounds annoying. It just like clogged and then splattered on him? Is that what you mean by throw up? I feel like I should get an airbrush at some point. I just don't know where I would like, I feel like I had to airbrush in the garage. I don't really have a... You know, too much computer equipment and lights and stuff in here, I feel like, to be airbrushing inside. Yeah, I'm hopeful that we'll get some sort of leaks slash... I mean, if it's not leaks, then I guess it'll be, like, early rules. Like, I was thinking about this. Because, like, there's so many rules in 10th edition, right? And, like, even... I don't know how long it would be, but even, like, a year into 10th edition, mistakes would still happen with rules and stuff. I airbrush in a shower at work. So I was actually kind of thinking to myself, I was like, for 11th edition, do I just sit down and turn on the camera and like just read, let's say, the entire codex? Well, it wouldn't be a codex, would it? It would be the entire rule book. And read, like you said, the mission cards, like read the entire thing on camera. even potentially before I've looked at it, because if we just read the whole thing first, then anytime there's like a question mark around shit, because there will be loads of question marks, I imagine, we can get to the bottom of them on chat first, and then I can do like a more condensed video afterwards, right? So it's like we just go through everything and be like, I don't know. I feel like it would be worth doing though, because I feel like what happens is we're still playing 10th edition, like 2 years on, and even now rules come up where we're like, we don't know the answer to that. Is it because I skimmed the book originally, or is it because it's a weird rules interaction, right? And I don't know what the answer is. I feel like it might have been solved if I hadn't skimmed the rules, but then I don't know. But yeah, so there's a very good chance that like the day that the book comes out, I'll just be live for like 4 hours, going over the whole friggin' book and being like, right, what does this do and why, and is that right? And maybe I'll take notes while I'm doing it so that then I can produce like a better condensed version that Blood Angels players need to know to win games and shit, right? Because ultimately that's what it's all about, winning games. You know, what is best in life? To see the lamination, what is it? To see your enemies tremble before you, to hear the lamentations of their woman. I don't remember the third bullet point. Conan the Barbarian. I run a truck stop that has 7 large private showers. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, see them driven before you or something. Man, I've not watched Conan the Barbarian in ages, eh? Well, this Dreadnought's starting to look quite a bit cooler, I guess. The arms look a lot better now. Probably need to do another coat of white on those missiles. I need to do a blood drop. I need to order Conan on Blu-ray. I can't find it anywhere on streaming. That's the... I feel like that's the thing about streaming, right? Like, even if you find something that you really like, they take it away from you. We were watching Harry Potter with my daughter, and we only got... what are you planning for the base? Well, I was going to paint this Lord of Change head. And probably not do too much more beyond that. Most of my bases are like that pretty simple sand texture. I'll need to get a reference photo though, because I've got no idea what a Lord of Change actually looks like. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that's been good about streaming is like it's killed the price of Blu-rays. When my kid was wanting Into the Spider-Verse. Is that the name of the movie? Yeah, I think it's Into the Spider-Verse, or maybe it was Beyond the Spider-Verse, or something Spider-Verse. On Blu-ray, it's like $5.99. I was like, oh, sick. Blu-rays never used to be that cheap. I mean, my kids watched that movie now like 20 times, so I by far got my $5.99 out of that. Like, I got so much value out of that $5.99, you know? So I don't mind. I would rather pay the $5 and have the movie than pay for like some streaming nonsense. It's funny, Netflix put their price up again, I think. And I think in America, well, you guys will know better than me. I think in America, Netflix like now can cost as much as $25 a month, because someone was like, they're supposed to fight cable. They are now cable. And one of the comments was priceless. It was like, do people really want to watch Love Is Blind for $25 a month? Yeah, I fucking hate digital game. I actually hate... can I suggest getting a piece of the Playbearer from Colin? Just to set the scene for the next game. Yeah, I could probably try and get another piece of like a Nurgle model to kill it. Yeah, no, oh, I derailed my thought there. I hate buying digital video games. Because what happens when they decide to shut down the digital platform? You know, like what, you just lost your game? Like, I hate it, man. I get that that's what the future is, but I prefer... I am very much an old school prefer. My wife wants to watch Love Is Blind. Yeah, my wife watches it too. She actually said to me last night, do you want to watch Love Is Blind? And I was like, no. I must admit, we have watched 1 or 2 seasons together. I think I'm Love Is Blinded out, man. I'm excited that they're bringing back Stargate though, because Stargate SG-1 was like one of my favourite shows. So I am super stoked that they're bringing back, and it's Amazon as well, so the budget for the show will be massive. So I am stoked that we're getting a new... I mean, it's not going to be Stargate SG-1, it's just going to be... I mean, I think it's... I was going to say reboot. I don't even think they're calling it a reboot. I think it's just like a new Stargate show from some of the original writers. I always thought it was weird because I think Stargate SG-1 had 10 seasons. It was one of the biggest sci-fi shows ever, right? Like, I think at the time when it had 10 seasons, the only other sci-fi show that was close was like X-Files. And I think at that point, X-Files had already been cancelled. I know it came back, and I think now it has had more episodes than Stargate. But I think at the time, X-Files had been like cancelled at like 9 seasons or something. So it seemed really weird to me. You've got this giant IP that's like got the most episodes ever made. You know, they don't make episodes, so they don't make 10 seasons if they're not making money, and then all of a sudden it's like, it's just gone into hiatus for like 20 years. So yeah, I'm stoked, man. I love Stargate. I really hope that the new show is good. I'm so happy it's back. And the OG people are involved. Yeah, the OG people are involved. That gives me so much more confidence than just like... Well, Star Trek is a good example in that they've got like... They've got new people doing Star Trek, and to me, it's not Star Trek. Like, it's nowhere near as good as the old Star Trek. So yeah, high hopes. I think they said it was going to be next year. The only thing, probably the only thing that I hate about streaming, right? Like that is like, see when the new Stargate show comes out, I don't want to wait and get 1 episode a week. I don't want that bullshit, because like my schedule is so messed up with the kids and stuff. So it's like I'll have like I probably get babysitting for my mum once every like 4 months for 1 evening. So I have 1 evening in these 4 months where there's no kids. It's just me and the wife. I'm like, I want to watch 6 episodes of the new Stargate show. I don't want to get fucking 1 episode. Ugh, can't be arsed with that. Like, you know, let's get the snacks, let's get the ice cream, let's watch 6 hours of Stargate, right? Like, not one episode, man. Ugh, one episode a week, I hate that. Netflix is actually good. At least Netflix is good for that. They give you the whole season at once, and then if you want to watch it at once, you watch it at once, right? I mean, that's why I like to buy them on disc. If I'm into something, I'd rather just fucking get through it. Hello, Marius. I saw your tweet. Marius is like cracking people up on Twitter. Yesterday, Valrak made like a video about Ultramarines. Marius had like put this tweet out. I'm sure I liked it actually. I'm going to show it on my stream if, because I can't imagine I wouldn't have liked your tweet. Let me see if I find it. Oh, surely there's a. Oh yeah, no, hold on. I need to click likes. Yeah. Look, here's Marius. Here's Marius doing the Lord's work over on Twitter. I'm so sick of Ultramarines, yet literally cannot stop talking about them. Yeah, you're cracking me up, bro. I'm loving it. Keep the drama going. I think you got yourself in hot. I can't even remember why, but Marius got himself in hot water on Twitter not that long ago. But yeah, no, I was here for that tweet. I was like, oh, that's funny. Good go, you wind him up. One 1 hour into a 3 hour movie, my wife will be tired. Do you know what? I was watching Interstellar, right? I love Christopher Nolan movies. We hadn't seen it before. It's a long movie. I reckon Interstellar must be like 3 hours, 15 minutes or something. I actually don't know. I'll check. But yeah, I'm gonna check. Hold on. Interstellar. I really like Interstellar, by the way. I really like I know Christopher Nolan's got a new one coming out. Can't spell it. Interstellar. It is. How long is it? I guess I gotta go with Wikipedia page. Okay, it's not quite 3 hours, it's like 2 hours 50 minutes. I said 3:15. I was like 20 minutes out. Okay, so it is a long movie, just short of 3 hours, right? At the start of the Interstellar, like, they must spend an hour before they actually launch the spacecraft. I think my wife had fallen asleep before the spacecraft launched, but I was like, I'm not putting this movie on. I'm enjoying it far too much, you know? So, it is what it is. I get you. But I do still enjoy the binge watching when possible. So my time is limited now because I just heard my kids coming downstairs, guys. So, how long have we been live? 2 hours, 12 minutes. Okay, yeah, so that was my window of opportunity. That's actually the name of a Stargate episode. A great Stargate episode, Window of Opportunity. My window of opportunity is closing. If you're getting yourself into hot water on Twitter, why even have an account? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Because, if I have an account, because you're allowed to. It's like that Jay and Silent Bob movie, where he's like, what the fuck is the internet? He's like, the internet is a place where a communications tool where you come online to bitch about movies. Take care, CFT. Yeah. I've got a few more minutes, but once the kids come upstairs, it's probably game over for me. They might not come straight up. I'm close. I feel like I'm reasonably close to, maybe not finishing this, but at least I've made progress on the guns. Like both arms are kind of getting into good state. But yeah, so what? 5 weeks till the new edition. Can I possibly finish the Ballistus Dreadnought in time? Probably. Probably if I don't get sidetracked and go and jump onto other models, right? I feel like I should just finish them. Just commit till like, I know I wanted to paint more Blade Guard, but like just finish the damn Ballistus Dreadnought. I think this little decal came off of a Ball Predator. Oh, Deej just trying to finish his Leviathan stuff before the new edition. Oh, good. So I'm not the only person that's procrastinated for like 3 years, I guess. I mean, I say that. I have been painting other stuff. It's not like the Leviathan stuff was the only stuff I bought. It's easy to get sidetracked from one or two models though, right? Like it's super easy to end up getting sidetracked from. I've never even built a single Infernus Marine, Marius, and one of my friends got me, like, there was a, I don't know where I've put it. You know those magazines they do, the like they're the Combat Patrol magazines. What the frick are they called? I don't know where I put it, but one of my friends said to me, he's like, on this Combat Patrol magazine there's like a limited edition flamer sprue. It's alright if you shout and love. The Conquest ones, yeah, or Imperium. So there was a limited edition Infernus Marine with like a custom pose that, like the pose was unique to that Combat Patrol magazine, or the pose was unique to the Imperium magazine. So my friend was like, do you want to buy it because I know you collect Marines? And I was like, yeah, I suppose, okay, like whatever, you know, like what were you going to sell it for? He's like, oh, like $10. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy it, because it's like a unique Infernus Marine that no one else will have. Like I bought it and like I don't even know where it is, you know, like that's how exciting the Infernus Marines were. Like I have literally no, like I'm trying to think, because I think the sprue would still be attached to the front of the magazine, you know, like in that poly pocket. And I was like, I don't even know where the magazine is. I guess I was really excited to get that custom Infernus Marine, huh? So I think with him as well, I've got 21 Infernus Marines. I haven't built a single one of them. You watch, Infernus Marines, every edition they manage this, right? Like it was Suppressors. Suppressors were like the unit that nobody wanted. Then it was Infernus Marines. To a certain extent, Desolation Marines. Some people managed to make them work, but I think a lot of people didn't care for them. So who knows? Who knows what the next edition one? It'll probably be the new intercessors, right? We probably won't see too many people running intercessors with the Mark 7 helmets, or I think it's the Mark 7 that we're gonna have. I like having 5 heavy flamers for 90 points. Well, I'm glad someone's using them, right? Because I feel like most people have just completely wrote them off. I mean, when you put it like that, 5 heavy flamers for 90 points isn't the worst. How many shots does that statistically give you? Like 15, 20? Right, I am going to probably need to call it there to go and see my kids. Thanks so much for joining me this afternoon, guys. It's been a pleasure. Back tomorrow night to look at army lists. We might take a break on the Armylist show closer to the new edition, but for now we'll do a couple more weeks, I guess. I haven't quite worked out what the hell I'm doing with that, with the new edition. 17.5 shots. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you look at it that way, 17.5 shots for 90 points isn't the worst thing to have. Strength 5 AP1. I mean, they're definitely a lot better now that they made them. Didn't they had no AP and they gave them AP1? Was that the change? Get the guy's anvil list. I want to see it. I'll message Matthew again. I'm sure he'll send me the anvil list. He basically said he had no computer set up. I think he just bought a new house or something, so he's just moved and that'll be why. Travian is still working his 2,000 points, building intercessors and infiltrators today. Good luck with that, man. It will be a new data sheet. Intercessors with Mark 7 helmets. You joke, but it's something I could see them doing. Imagine if it was a new data sheet, that would be so funny. People would be so angry. Imagine if they just gave them one new weapon option that regular intercessors can't have as well, so all your old intercessors are now junk. Intercessors with Mark 7 helmets. Like, I don't know, they have bolters that have AP2 and all the other intercessors have AP1. Alright, if you can find 2 seconds to hit the like before the stream ends, I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Have a great Saturday. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. We'll see you all soon. Goodbye, good afternoon, good night.